Tom Cruise might flash that famous smile, but don't mistake charm for weakness. When you cross the line, he won't scream or curse. He'll just dismantle your entire question and credibility in seconds, without ever raising his voice. This is the man who redefined composure in Hollywood. A global celebrity you never want to ambush with loaded questions, from awkward talk shows to hostile interviews. These are the 10 moments Tom Cruise shut it all down. It started like a typical segment where Ellen tries to play games and fails.
And Britney or Christina?
What do you mean?
Britney Spears? I don't know what I mean. I'm not even sure what I mean.
I've never thought about it.
All right. Right.
Tom's rejection wasn't disrespectful. It was strategic. He established clearly that he refuses to participate in shallow entertainment, ever. And this was merely the opening act. Then arrived Matt Lauer. He delivered the pressure, and Tom faced intense questioning about his position against antidepressants, particularly regarding actress Brooke Shields.
She said that this particular thing helped her feel better, whether it was the antidepressant or going to a counselor or a psychiatrist.
Matt, you have to understand this. Here we are today, where I talk out against drugs and psychiatric abuses of electric shocking people, okay, against their will, of drugging children with them not knowing the effects of these drugs. Do you know what Adderall is? Do you know Ritalin? Do you know now that Ritalin is a street drug? Do you understand that?
The difference is this was not against her will, though. But this wasn't against Brooke's will.
Matt, I'm asking you a question.
I understand there's abuse of all of these things.
No, you see, here's the problem. You don't know the history of psychiatry. I do. All it does is mask the problem, Matt. And if you understand the history of it, it masks the problem. That's what it does.
So postpartum depression to you is
Matt,
kind of a little psychological goop.
Matt pushed. Tom didn't budge.
Just asking, what would you call it?
Matt, that is the post. Now you're talking about two different things.
But that's what she went on the antidepressant for.
But what happens, the antidepressant, all it does is mask the problem. There's ways of vitamins and through exercise and various things. I'm not saying that that isn't real. That's not what I'm saying. That's an alteration of what I'm saying. I'm saying that drugs aren't the answer, that these drugs are very dangerous. They're mind-altering, antipsychotic drugs. And there are ways of doing it without that so that we don't end up in a brave new world.
Matt tried to soften the confrontation, but Tom's voice never wavered.
And you're here on the Today Show.
Right.
And to talk about it in a way of saying, well, isn't it okay, and being reasonable about it when you don't know, and I do. I think that you should be a little bit more responsible in knowing what it is, because you communicate to people.
No yelling, no insults, just razor-sharp precision that left Lauer looking like the uninformed one. It was intense, uncomfortable, and legendary.
Australian interviewer Peter Overton asked the question millions probably wondered, but instead of getting a juicy answer, he got checked.
Was Nicole the love of your life?
What do you mean, Peter?
You were married for 10 years.
Listen, we raised children. I mean, how do you answer that? How do you answer that question? She's someone that I plan on getting married again.
You do?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And having kids?
Absolutely.
But Nicole was a major part of your life and a love of your life at the time.
I loved Nick very much. There's no question.
Would you like Nicole to remarry?
Yes. I want Nicole to be happy. That's what I want.
And do you have a relationship where you talk, it's a parenting relationship, and talk professionally about each other's work?
Listen, here's the thing, Peter.
Yeah.
You're stepping over a line now. You're stepping over a line. You know you are.
Well, I suppose they're questions
Peter,
that people want to know.
Peter, you want to know.
Tom locked eyes with him. Peter crumbled instantly. What started as a vicious attempt to tear open personal scars became an absolute masterclass in annihilating boundary crosses. A reporter once confronted Tom about political tensions and international film productions. It was a complex, politically loaded question, masquerading as innocent curiosity.
I'd like to ask this question to anyone who's up for it. I think So I watched the film, and I saw that it was filmed in many different locations around the world, including Africa. And of course, we all are aware of the tariffs that President Donald Trump has been imposing on overseas productions and films. So is this particular movie under that tariff? And also, how much of the film was shot overseas?
I'd rather answer the question.
I think that's a fair answer. All right. Can we move on?
It was devastating. Without uttering a single syllable, sometimes quiet speaks louder than any outburst. Then came the interview that began casually, comfortable. A discussion about an action sequence between Tom and Russell Crowe. But then another journalist interrupted with this strange inquiry.
These high standards for yourself with these stunts, but everyone else has to step up. Russell Crowe has said that in this film, he plays Dr. Jekyll. You have a fabulous fight scene, and he said you both had a discussion. You said, you know what, let's both just absolutely go for it.
Yeah. And look, he's an amazing athlete. He's a very good stuntman himself also. And, you know, if you look at that, the fight sequence that we have together, it was, we really had a lot of fun doing that.
He said he got bruised. I don't know how much fun he had.
Both of us got bruised. Look, when he picks me up and slams me on that table, you know, he's...
It's a real table.
Yeah, he's got to do it.
So do you walk away from that and go, he would actually beat me if we went at it properly? If you had to fight properly?
Why do you ask that question? It's like, I don't even think of stuff like that. I don't even think like I'm going to fight my friend.
That's right, because you're always thinking of the audience when you're making things.
Exactly. He's my friend. You know, that would never happen.
Decisive and ice cold. The meaning was unmistakable. He wasn't there to engage with ridiculous scenarios, especially ones that created conflict between colleagues. Now, this particular incident crossed from uncomfortable into outright offensive. A man masquerading as a journalist sprayed water directly at Tom's face during a red carpet interview.
Yeah, but it's got a family. It's got the journey of this family. Yes. Now, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Come here. Why would you do that?
He locked eyes with the perpetrator. He repeated the question steadily, assertively over and over. The prankster was completely stunned.
What's so funny about that? It's ridiculous. Do you like making less of people? That's really... Hey, no. Don't run away. Don't run away. That's incredibly rude. I'm here giving you an interview and answering your questions, and you do something really nasty. You're a jerk.
Tom wasn't furious, he was let down, and that's precisely what made the impact so much more powerful. In another interview, Tom faced a peculiar hypothetical. It was a disguised insult, implying his existence isn't ordinary, that his celebrity status diminished his humanity.
Going back to Mission Impossible, one of my favourite bits of tech in that movie is, of course, the masks, right? And the reveal. If you could have a mask of just an average person, no one knows who you are, and you could walk about your life, no one knows that you're Tom Cruise, what are you doing?
Beg your pardon?
What are you doing? Like, it's not you.
What would I do?
Yeah, what would you do? No one knows it's you. They can't be there.
No, but I just do the same thing I always do.
Go watch movies.
Go watch movies. Go make movies. Go tour the world. You know, I feel look, it's a privilege. It's a dream of mine my whole life to do what I do and travel the world, the places where I was in America, and just work in these environments. And the kind of welcome that I get, I never take it for granted. It's very beautiful. So I enjoy it. I enjoy people.
He wasn't shaken. He owned the moment because he understands precisely who he is and refuses to justify that to anyone. During Jimmy Kimmel Live, Jimmy attempted to portray Tom as disconnected from reality.
So I'm trying to help you out with it. Appreciate that. But are there times where you just want to get to where you're gonna go? And can you even, could you get on public transportation or go to a museum?
Look, I'm ready for whatever's gonna happen. So I don't change my life, but look, I like talking to people, you know, and as I said, I make my movies for them, and yeah, I do go on transportation. My security loves that when I do that.
Yeah,
the Tube in England.
Tom grinned, then shared a story that completely ended the discussion.
Oh, wait,
I do that. Like sometimes I'll put on my hat and my earphones and I'll just go in and get on the tube just if I want to get to the studio.
Does that work? Do people stop
Sometimes.
It does.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes, like, you know, people are, during rush hour, like I go in and I'll be there. And I remember one time I was there and there's like 14-year-old kid. This girl was there and everyone was looking at their phones and I just saw her. I looked over and kind of my head's down. I got my baseball cap and she's just staring at me like this. And I looked at her and she looked at me and she just looked around the subway.
Tom doesn't boast. He simply exists authentically. And when confronted, he responds with experiences, not justifications. Then arrived the direct insult. During a press tour for Collateral.
How are you?
Hello. Very well, thank you.
So when I read about this movie, I said, well, this is a typical movie for Al Pacino or for Robert De Niro, and then you went and took that role upon yourself.
The insult couldn't have been more obvious. Tom didn't react defensively.
I mean, I don't get afraid to take on characters. I get excited, you know. There's always that question of, is it going to work? Will I be able to do it? To what level? But I really enjoy starting a character and just having at it, you know, and see what happens.
He didn't justify his acting abilities. He displayed his self-assurance. The interviewer attempted to diminish him, and when the same interviewer violated another boundary, it was game over.
Take responsibility for what you want to know. Don't say what other people. This is a conversation that I'm having with you right now.
You're right.
Okay, so I'm just telling you right now, okay? Just put your manners back in.
Do you think I was out of line?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I apologize for that sincerely.
Good.
Throughout the years, interviewers have attempted everything. Loaded inquiries, personal jabs, ambush moments, even physical stunts. Tom never engages in their tactics because he doesn't need volume to make his point. He doesn't need explosive reactions to maintain authority. He doesn't need to embarrass others to feel superior. His strength lies in restraint, in command, in understanding that silence or a perfectly timed statement can strike harder than any tirade ever could. So the next time you witness Tom Cruise smiling during a press tour, just remember that smile isn't weakness, it's a warning. Because if you cross the line, he won't raise his voice. He'll simply outclass you completely.
Yeah.